So, if the aircon system is clogged, you see, oh, it will go down to 30, negative 30 in the vacuum stage of the gauge. Mga ka-vloggers, welcome po sa akin channel. Sana'y magustuhan po ninyo yung video na ito. Paki-like, share, and subscribe na lang po mga ka-vloggers. Eto na naman po ang aking pinakabagong vlog. Hi! Good day to everyone. Hello mga ka-vloggers. Our topic for today is about how could you determine if the aircon system is clogged. Meaning in Tagalog, barado ang system. So, it is not about the water in the housing of the evaporator. It is not what I'm telling. It is about the flow of freon in the system. So, how could you determine if the system is clogged, the freon cannot circulate? So, that is what I'm about to discuss on this day. Mga ka-vloggers, so, again, I will do this video in English. So, to all our friends who cannot understand Tagalog, this is for you. So, even though I'm not that fluent in English, so just pardon me about that. But I just want to discuss this matter in English. So, not only the Filipinos will benefit from this one, but all over the world who will watch my video. So, first of all, how could you determine if the system is clogged? So, because the lines, the tubings are all closed. So, you will never have any idea that it is clogged. First of all, you need to put a manifold gauge. That is the first thing to do. You need to put the gauge even in the suction line only, because you can never see the clog system on the discharge line. So, okay, let's go. I will show it to you how to determine a clogged system. Okay. What we need is only the suction gauge, the blue one. I removed the other one, the discharge, because we are not after the high pressure line. We are after the clog system. You know why? Because in this blue gauge, you can observe after the zero dial here, from zero going up, there is a vacuum stage here. Maybe you can observe it going down here. So it is not the one going up. What matters here is the one going down. It means it's clogged. So if you put your gauge, for example, we put this one. How many times I've already done that? When you put the suction gauge, suction adapter here to the service bulb, it usually reads just like my last video in English. Initial reading is about 100 psi. So, when you put the gauge and it reads 100, for sure there is freon in the system. So, what happens after you start the car and then you turn on the aircon? Like for example, this one, okay, actual. I will remove the cap again. If you have a rug, much better if you will clean the service bulb before inserting this one before you connect the adapter. So always, as I've told you before, make sure the gauge is closed and then the connector is rotated counterclockwise, so it will go up, so it will not push. You can see the pin here, it will not push the other pin there. So come, I will connect it for you. So right now the adapter is connected already, but still in zero. You can observe that when I rotate it clockwise, it will go up. Well, you see, maybe it reads almost 100, around 90 or 95, something like that. So what we will gonna do is to start the car. If the aircon system runs good and you don't have any problem about clog system, it will just stay, just like my other video, it will just stay somewhere here around. At first, initial, it's around 60, but when the temperature inside the car gets colder and colder, the pressure will slowly go down around 40 or 30 while you are pressing the accelerator. So I repeat, at first it's 100. So when we start the car and then turn on the AC, it will first go down to 60 or 50, something like that. But when you press the gas, usually it will read around 40 psi. So after that, the longer you are running the car, the temperature inside of the car is getting colder and colder. The reading will slowly go down. Maybe it will reach only 30 because the evaporator is getting colder and colder. So, okay, right now it's 90 or something like that, and I will start it so you can see what will happen. For sure, the system, my aircon, there is no problem about clog. It will just stay around here, around 40 or something like that. So, okay, I'll just show it to you first. So right now, as I've told you, it reads around 60. So when I will press the gas here, it will go down to around 40. But the longer you are running it with the gauge, the reading will go down, maybe around 30 or something like that, because it's getting cold inside. So our problem or our topic is not about this one, the normal readings. What I'm trying to say is, how could you determine a clog system? What is the reading? So in order for you, or in order for me to discuss it properly, just wait. I will remove the service bulb here, and I will connect it in my vacuum pump so you can see what I want to say, or what I mean to say. Okay, what is the situation of a clog system? So, what I want to emphasize here is the problem, or how could you determine what is the reading of a clog system. So, for example, as I've told you, when you put the adapter, you connect it with the service valve and the suction. We are using only the suction, not the discharge. When you put the adapter in the suction line, it will read 100. So when suddenly, if the aircon system is clogged, you see, if the aircon system is clogged, in Tagalog, barado, what will be the reading here? From 100, usually, from 100, take a closer look, it will go down just like that, going down to 28 or 30 below zero. Do you understand me? So if the aircon system is clogged, you see, it will go down to 30, negative 30 in the vacuum stage of the gauge. If ever from 100, from the 100 initial reading, and then you turn on the aircon, you start the car, turn on the aircon, a clog system, always goes down to negative 30 or 20, just like that. The reading will be like that. So it only means the preon cannot circulate. It is blocked, it is stopped, barado in Tagalog. So what is the reason? Okay, do you understand it now? So from 100, so full of preon, but when you start it and then turn on the aircon, it will go down to negative 30, something like that. Okay, is it clear now? So I just used the vacuum pump so for you to understand what I'm trying to say. So, but how could you determine where is the problem? Is it the filter dryer? Is it expansion valve? So this is what I want to discuss with you. Okay, our filter dryer is located down there. Maybe I'm not sure if you can see it. It's down there. There. The rebo. So if you have a problem about the filter dryer, take note, the hot line tubing here, the small one going inside the evaporator, you can feel it by touching it. It's getting cold. Sometimes it's sweating. See, it will sweat a lot here, and then the other portion here, the cold one, the suction one, will be warm. It's hot, and they will interchange. The hot line wherein it should be hot will be the cold one, and the suction one or the cold line will be the hot. So that is the stage wherein you see the negative portion in the gauge, around negative 20, negative 30. There are also two things that you can observe with a clog system, a clog filter dryer, receiver dryer. When the receiver dryer is only clogged with dirt, I have already discussed it in one of my videos, the receiver dryer. If the receiver dryer is clogged with dirt, the problem about your clog system will only happens to be slowly getting warmer and warmer inside. Take note, if it's only dirt, the more you run the car, and then the dirt will just go with the freon line, and what will happen is the freon will not pass the foam, the desiccant or anything else inside the filter dryer. That is what will happen is slowly the coldness disappears. But there's also one thing wherein the inside particles, the desiccant inside of the filter dryer, the one that I'm telling you is just like what you call that, mongo beans, something like that. It's round. If the problem is about the desiccant, usually it escapes from the filter. It goes out of the dryer, goes with the tubings, and it will go directly to the 5/16 tube from the dryer going to the tubings here, and it will go to the expansion valve directly. It will just block the passage of freon there. So many desiccant. Sometimes we have encountered so many problems like that, wherein when we open the expansion valve, so many desiccants inside of the tubings, even the desiccant, the expansion valve full of desiccants inside. You will think of it, the compressor is really having a hard time. You see, it keeps on pumping, and then the freon line is blocked with desiccant. So it's really bad for the compressor. It always happens when the hotline tubing, that's what I told you, the 5/16 one, if ever it gets cold, for sure the system is clogged with dirt or desiccant in the tubings. It always happens. So it's really very important to have a trusted technicians who will work on your car. So hope you understand our topic for today. It's about how could you determine if the system is clogged, and also how could you locate which is the portion that is having the problem. So hope you understand it. This is another edition of my vlog. Goodbye friends. Goodbye mga ka-vloggers. Paalam.